Hey, what's happening, everybody? Coaching Beyond Coach Sagasta, Coaching with It Works, and we live and raw on YouTube. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a phenomenal day, a great and phenomenal day. And yes, it is election day. So definitely get out there and get your vote on, okay? I was just in awe, man. A lot of people were just posting on Facebook. Over 4.8 million people were posting that they went out and voted, showing their stickers. And, man, hey, that's cool. I applaud you. That's awesome, man. Definitely. You want to definitely go out and vote. It's your civil right, man. Among civil rights, for those that don't know, okay, among your civil rights is treat others as you want to be treated and be mindful to others' opinions. Okay, for those that don't know that, that's true, man. You look it up. I promise you. Okay, I would not display or elaborate information that was not true. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the world, man, because I know you probably missed it this morning. And I'm on a timeout from Facebook, and it happens, man. When you get involved to music, man, I love music. I think music is like a melody, man. It's like a straight melody of the mind, of the heart, of the soul, and it serenades well with me, man. So in the morning, I love. You could ask my wife. My wife will attest, man. I love putting on good music. And I'm serious. Like even when we're cooking together, or if I'm by myself, man, I throw on some good jams, Frank Sinatra, and we get going, we get engaged, man. So I'm going to give you today's problem because today is the 8th, November 8th. It's the voting day. It's the day to go out and get your vote on. But it's also 53 more days until this year is absolutely gone, absolutely over. So I'm going to give you problem 8, verse 10. It says, receive my instruction and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired shall not be compared to it. Now I'm going to fast forward real quick, maybe, because you got to hear this part. Okay, you've got to hear this part because it coincides with just that. So here it is in chapter 9, in verse 6, it says, forsake the foolish and live. Forsake foolishness. Get away from it. Get behind me. If that hobgoblin, get the hobgoblin off you. You know what I'm saying? So, forget about it. Say, forsake the foolish. If you're foolish, you're gone. We cast you out, man. We're not trying to surround ourselves around foolish people. What I shared this morning on my picture, man, surround yourself with people that are great, that are phenomenal. What do people always hear when they hear out of my mouth? I don't say good morning. I say great morning to you. Great morning. I want your morning to be great. I want your day to be great. I want the rest of your week to be great. Okay, there's a difference. There's an absolute difference. So here's the second part of it. It says, and go the way of the understanding. Go thy way of the understanding. Go thy way of the understanding. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm speaking it into existence. And here's just that. Here it is, just that. Okay. If we continue on that path, then that's when you start seeing the harvest. You start seeing the benefits. You start reaping the benefits. You get what I'm saying? You start seeing the results. You know what I'm saying? Massive action equals massive results. Hello. It's not hard to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So today is that day, man. I'm sorry that, Facebook gave me a timeout, but I'll go ahead and give it to you straight up live on Periscope or on YouTube all the time, man, or even on Instagram. It's a great and beautiful day, man. It was actually a great and beautiful day for me. So let's go ahead and get into my day, man. So I was about 4 cars away from being in a fatal accident, man, on the highway here, and got closer to the vehicle. And I'm thinking, like, I'm on the phone with my wife, and I'm thinking, like, that could have been me, but there's always a reason for everything in life. Despite what happened there, they're okay. They walked out of there. But the reality is, everything happens for a reason in life, man. I was just hearing my brother Utam in the UK, and he was displaying, the certainties of what we should be and how we should be in life. How I always display the law of love, the law of faith, the law, of attraction, the law of magnetism, the laws of gravity. I mean, these are all laws that, as I share with you months in the last 11 months, I've been sharing with you guys, that you have to stay congruent to these laws. And it's not the commandment. The commandment is totally opposite, man. It is totally different, But I wanted, I haven't posted a picture, and I'll post a picture later on today. As I was on my way to the library today, I was doing a lot of thinking. I'm by myself. I'm up there driving to go take my books back. I see a lot of people online. They're getting their boat on. They're at the library in Lafayette. I'm just thinking, like, wow, it's the norm now. It's the absolute norm, And what I'm talking about is failure. I'm talking about failure. It's the norm for people to fail. And when they fail, they think, oh no, you know, I fail and I'm a loser and blah, 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 blah. Look, man, if you keep on telling yourself that, guess what? You are a loser. You keep on surrounding yourself around people like that, you're a loser. I'm going to give it to you straight, man. You know what I'm saying? From out of coach's mouth, out of my heart, out of my mind, yo, it comes 100. You know what I'm saying? Surround yourself around people that are going to boost you up, people that are, yo, are you seeing my iron sharpeneth iron, man? Iron sharpeneth iron, and it's absolute, man. I posted, what, 15 people on there? Including Dr. Thomas, including Grant Cardone, including Carl Phillips, including Yolanda Moore, I mean, just people that I know that have absolutely just conversated. We've shared time, you know, in conversation. That's what I'm talking about, is when you get engaged in that, then you know what you're doing. You're building. You are building your future. You're pouring the concrete. Look, man, I pour concrete. It sucks. I hate it. Straight up in 120, 125 degrees, blowing sand. It was nasty. No joke. Like, I know what it's like. Like, get home, your ears are just full of sand. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Your fingertips are all raw. Hands are all raw, elbow. I mean, dude. You know what? Hands down to those concrete finishers, those concrete masonry guys, man, hands down, I did that, and I don't like it. If I had to go back to it, then so be it. But I would be I'd be a straight up testimony and a ministry straight to that, man, if I went back to it today. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I do not like it. It's straight up, man. That is a hard job. You know, working on an asphalt crew, I've done that too, man, and that was insane. But yo, I'm telling you, like, I'm displaying, like, yo, we are the builders of our future. He gave you the opportunity. He gave you the opportunity. If you woke up today, then you got an opportunity. And for people to be so depressed and so full of anxiety and so full of hatred and anger and animosity, and yo, come on, man. You're gonna spend the rest of your life like that? That's what's crazy. How are you gonna spend the rest of your life sitting in that pit? There's a ladder to your right side. There's a ladder to your left side. Come on, man. There's hands being drawn down to the pit to grab you out of it, and you're still sitting there. Woe is me, right? At the biggest request, man, you are your own builder. You start the foundation, and then you surround yourself. You surround your walls with great and vibrant people. Let's see. I think this is my son. Anyway, man, yeah, I'm telling you, we live. When I say we live and raw, we are live and raw, man. Yo, so I wanted to go. As I was on my way back, man, get a little bit more depth into my day, man. As well as on my way back, I took a picture of Thomas Edison Drive. Okay, it's in Laughlin, Nevada, and I started thinking about Thomas Edison as I was on my way home. You know, before I decided to jump back on and do something special for you guys on Facebook. But, you know, I started thinking about all his inventions. I started thinking about the light bulb. I started thinking about the telephone, the radio. I mean, these are all magnificent inventions. And even when, despite when people were telling him, yo, you're going to fail. You don't know how to read. You don't know how to do math. You're a failure. He went about it. And when the question was asked, Mr. Edison, what was the finest tool you ever made? What was the biggest and finest tool you ever made? You know what he looked at the interviewer and said? My laboratory. That's the biggest and finest. Why? Because 68,000 inventions would be created in that lab. You made one light bulb, that's okay. You made one radio, that's okay. But the 68,000 inventions, that started off in the lab. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, like, these are people that surround themselves. Just because they failed one time, they kept going and going and going. The history, man. There's history of individuals like that, man. Just absolutely, oh man, I mean, Albert Einstein. I mean, Isaac Newton. I mean, the list goes on with people that have failed but kept on getting up and grinding. Kept getting up and start building and building and building and building and building the future for themselves, man, and helping everybody on the other side too. That's what a lot of people don't understand is, you know what? You got to stop standing there. Stop standing there. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and start owning up. Yo, I told the guy today, I said, man, you got to make every day an art. And he looked at me, he was like, what? Well, I was sitting at Big O Tire, right? I'm sitting at Big O Tire, and this is not a promotion for Big O Tire, but I'm sitting at Big O Tires and I'm getting oil change. And as I'm sitting there reading, I strike up a conversation with this gentleman sitting on the left of me, and that's the first thing we got into. It's like he started talking about politics. And I said, you know what? I'm glad that I can sit here and talk politics to you and you not get offended. I think that right there is treasured gold right there. That's the second to that. We sitting here, we're cracking jokes up. I mean, the man's like 70-something years old. So he's got years of experience on me. You know what I'm saying? But hear me out. He said he was having a bad day. I said, you got to make every single day your masterpiece. You got to make every single day an art. And he said to me, he said just like this, he says, thank you so much. By the way, what's your name? I told him, Coach Frank Sagasta. I'll be here for another hour. Tip your waitress on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he started chuckling. We started telling jokes after that, man, because I cut straight to the mustard, man. No beating around the bush. In fact, I put my book away when we started the conversation. When we just got engaged in this conversation, I put my book away. That way I didn't show him any disrespect. Put my book away and just listen to him. Listen to what he had to talk about from all the presidents that he's gone through. And yo, I was just engaged, man. Like, yo, I didn't take no offense to anything he had to say. I just took it and I soaked it up like a sponge, man. So I'm saying, like, yo, when you think you're a felon, man, look at somebody else's life. Somebody might have it harder than you. People in Nigeria, man, they might have it harder than you. People down the street from where you live, they might have it harder than you. Don't sit in the pit of pity. Get out. Get out. You failed, so what? Get back up and grind. Get back up and grind. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and start moving. That's all I had to say to you, man. I appreciate you guys so much. I thank you for sharing my videos, and many blessings to each and every single one of you guys. I thank you guys. And I mean that with all my heart, with sincerity. I thank you guys for pushing me in the right direction, for helping me, encourage me each and every single day. Yo, I tell you I wake up with enthusiasm. I tell you that I wash my face with determination. I tell you that I brush my teeth with optimism because I do it, because I want to make every single day a masterpiece. I want to make every single day an art. Call me Picasso, call me crazy, call me mistaken, but you know what? You will call me. I love you. I appreciate you guys. Mad respect. Make the rest of your week the best of your week, and have a great and wonderful night. I'm out.